Okay. Oh,
Does your guys' mic
what?
does your mic pick my voice up?
I don't know. Maybe if you talk loud enough.
Well, are you hearing me in your ears?
No. No, I'm not. Scared. It's okay. Don't hurt me. Oh. All right. Hang on, I'm lighting my cigar here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. It's Christian. What's up, Christian? What's crack-a-lacking? It's just me and you today. It's just me and you.
Go ahead, sing your song all by yourself.
All by myself.
Look at that. I'm showing up at some point now.
And there's
Very
there's,
slowly,
There's Kevin.
getting my stuff
Kevin's
together.
here now.
I'd say I'm the handsome one here, but he's behind the camera right now.
Cigar doors, humidor doors open. Yeah, I got it.
What are you drinking, Christian? What's going on today?
Kristen's drinking.
Christian's always drinking.
Does he know that's bad for him?
This is coming from the alcoholic.
Army. Army is the key word.
Government issued
Use it right.
alcoholism.
Give me a second.
That's gonna be Kevin's T-shirt, by the way. My alcoholism is government issued. Just gonna say it right on the front.
That's a good shirt idea, though.
Say what?
Oh, did the Royals beat the Yankees?
I don't know. I didn't see the score.
Oh, snap!
I know that the Guard Indians lost.
What? Damn it! How bad?
I think the Royals beat the
Oh wait, hang on. There's Sports Center's on right now. Let me see here. 4-1, 4-2. Yes, good job for the Royals.
When does F1 start?
Oh,
Did it already start?
What?
Next week?
F1.
F1. F1 started in February.
Did it?
We've only been talking about it for like 8 months.
I don't talk about it. You two do. I just sit here, play with the camera.
Because we're men of culture and you're not.
I watch hockey. Hockey just started.
Did it?
Yeah.
When?
No.
The 4th. It's preseason, if I remember right.
Yeah, home opener for the Knights are the ninth.
Yeah. They've already started games with other teams.
Preseason.
Yeah.
Oh, he's drinking a stag.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Christian.
Which one?
Did it get any better? He's got a 23C, I think.
Ooh.
It's numbing. His whole mouth is hot.
You'll get used to it.
Stag.
I felt bad because I told him it's probably one of my favorite whiskeys. Not even probably. It's one of my favorite whiskeys. And he texted me like 30 minutes later. He's like, it's hot. I'm like, oh, yeah. I forgot that part.
So, Christian, if you're not going to drink it, you can just send it our way.
There's plenty of us that will drink it.
we can trade.
I mean, the whole reason I buy that Fortuna is because it's the closest thing to stag I found.
That's right.
Although that James E. Pepper Barrel Proof's really close too.
Is it?
Not that.
No,
That's
the
Peerless.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we had last week.
I've never
you-
had this Peerless.
Did you pick up another bottle of pepper?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No one's buying it there. They still got a bunch.
Oh. Is it just on the shelf, or is it
Yeah,
one
it's
of
not
the
even in the
cabinets?
case. It's just on the shelf.
Yeah, it's a regular. You could buy the whole collection.
Nice.
What are you looking at on your phone, buddy?
News is.
Okay.
I like looking at news articles just in case something pops up.
What are you guys smoking?
I was finishing my other cigar, but I seem to have left it at a distance, and I'm willing to get up for that one.
This is the most prepared show on YouTube.
We were trying to. I was trying to clear up the AB side with your arm.
He was using his redneck ingenuity.
We've found a way.
Agricultural institution.
We just didn't have enough time to execute it.
Fine, redneck engineering. Is that better? Now we have both.
Now, because there's no yee in his body.
That's not true. There's Oklahoma in there.
Yeah, that's not yee.
Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio, Southern California.
See, look at that. That's all yee.
No. You're thinking Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia.
That
Go
Georgia.
dogs.
Well, it's funny because I always talk about the Okefenokee Swamp being in Oklahoma, and it didn't.
It didn't.
It
Nope,
didn't?
it didn't.
See, I told you. See, look, his Oklahoma's
Isn't
coming
it
out.
is
Isn't
fine.
it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's a highly educated word there.
I use y'all a lot.
Y'all's a good
Doesn't
one. I use
everybody
that
use
for everything.
y'all?
Listen,
I don't
that's
think that one's.
so far that's the best word in our day and age, just because it addresses everybody, and I don't have to worry about pronouns. I just say,
Right.
y'all need to get up.
It exists independent of politics.
Exactly.
What's up, y'all?
What's Christian saying?
He's going to the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, good luck.
You gonna go? Are you gonna go visit Grey Cliff? No, it's Bahamas, huh?
That's Bahama.
Damn it.
Bohemia. Bermuda's just
I had
got
someone ask me.
weird things.
I didn't know what to tell him. I legitimately was lost for words. I was in here yesterday working, and he's like, "What's the closest thing you have to a Grey Cliff Red Label?"
That's a good question.
It's like, I'm gonna be honest, man. I haven't smoked a Grey Cliff in 15 years.
He refuses.
Well, I can give you literally anything better.
Well, when I did smoke Grey Cliff, the only one I smoked was the purple.
Purple. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a blue that was pretty good too.
They blue, white, purple, red, gray, and I think now there's a black.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes. Absolute trash.
I mean, the purple wasn't bad.
Trash.
I do remember because the white was Ditka's cigar.
Yes.
It's like, I'll try it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was trash. I feel bad for his smoking palate.
Listen, for some reason he likes it.
I mean, smoke what you like,
Exactly.
so long as.
You're not offering.
I mean, look, if you're gonna give me a Grey Cliff, I will smoke it, and I will thank you for giving me one, but I will not.
Christian, are you as annoyed as I am every time you see a commercial that says Trump's going to start a national sales tax? I mean, I understand what they're doing. They're like, they're taking tariffs and they're like, well, it's basically a national sales tax. So let's call it a national sales tax. That annoys me. I don't know why. That annoys me. Let's be precise. To me, it comes across as an outright lie.
Is that the same one they
It's
keep
fear-mongering.
calling Project 25 or something like that?
No, that's something that the Heritage Foundation with a couple other think tanks put out as like this is what we think is the ideal conservative government. And everyone's like, it's Trump's Project 2025. Like, first of all, it's like 960 pages. Does anyone believe that he read it? Anyone?
No.
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 That's a lot of reading.
That's
I have people for that.
that's a hefty book.
Just like a lot of the cases you read. Guess what? We have people for that. You read it for us.
Oh, we got a case tomorrow. I'm going to listen to the oral arguments.
Is that the 2A?
It's gun. It's not 2A.
Okay.
It's NFA. So it's statutory interpretation. It's not a constitutional question. So it's deciding whether the NFA can regulate parts and receivers,
Okay.
like unfinished receivers and part kits that don't contain a completed receiver.
Isn't the upper what?
The lower is
lower.
in an AR-15.
Yeah.
The lower is technically the firearm.
Okay. Because it's doing the action of hitting the pin and striking the pin and causing it to fire.
Yes.
That's the firearm piece.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is that their attack on ghost guns?
Yeah, that's all the parts and receivers are falling under ghost gun regulation. Although, so under this court, there is there's a national history of producing your own firearms. So I don't know how they're getting around that, or it just hasn't been tested yet. I don't know what this court's going to be willing to push pre-election. Like, my guess is they're going to be cagey with their questions tomorrow. I'm curious, though. I'm legitimately curious. I want to know where they're going to go with it.
Oh, Christian also says about pistol braces.
Pistol braces are already not covered under the NFA. That case was last term.
Aren't they getting reclassified? That's what he's asking.
Are they trying to pass a new law? No. So reclassified as stocks. That's what they did, and it was struck down. The ATF has basically given up on that law.
I mean, there's nothing they can really do about it, right?
Yeah. But that was also not a two-way question. That was a statutory interpretation question. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a cool name
The
for
next
a company.
two-way question is going to be probably assault weapons and magazine bans.
Okay. What?
There's a case out of Maryland that's going to go to conference to be voted on to be heard probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So it'll either get distributed this Friday, next Friday, or the Friday after that.
Okay.
And that one, I don't see any way that holds up to constitutional scrutiny. That is a constitutional question, and this court's going to knock it down.
Well, so you said Ghost Gun would be a good name for a company?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
100%. Ghostgun.com is already taken.
Yeah, but you know,
100%.
all right, then Phantasm Firearms.
That's good. That's probably not taken.
Yeah.
It will be in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, or Spectre Arsenal.
He says they're
That'd be cool.
trying to get pistol braces regarded as stocks, which would essentially turn small caliber carbines like CZ Scorpion as a rifle.
Yeah, but again, I think they already knocked that down under the NFA.
And who has a CZ
Now, again,
Scorpion?
because it's statutory, they can pass a law saying that, but that's not getting through this Congress.
Fair.
States can pass individual laws and regulate them themselves. There's nothing stopping them from doing that.
That is up until it becomes a...
I don't know what the constitutional question for pistol braces would be.
Okay.
I really don't.
They-
It was just regulating it nationally under the NFA was seen as overreach for the statute that was written. And this Congress isn't passing that law.
Fair.
But the states can, like California has it. It's probably legit.
Do you know what Clyde's weapon was
No.
from Bonnie and Clyde?
Oh, yeah, no, he used he used a bunch.
He used the fucking Browning,
Yeah.
but he shaved down the barrel and made it more mobile.
Yeah.
That's a badass.
He says he has a CZ Scorpion.
Oh,
Casey?
I'm sorry.
He is too.
What's wrong with the CZ Scorpion?
A lot of things. Come
Really?
on. Come on.
I'll buy Price. They're spendy.
It's because he can't afford one.
No.
Christian, what I want is a 6.8 blackout because that's sexy. That round is
yeah.
so well designed. Or 8.6 blackout. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean if you're gonna carry a submachine gun, there's really only two answers:
Let's hear it.
FNP 90, obviously, and a Vector.
Not an MP5?
Now,
I mean, they use that pretty frequently.
MP5's 9 mil.
It still works.
You get Vectors is a 45, so you're
Fair.
already taking the soul,
True.
and it's 900 rounds a minute. P90 is 50 rounds of 5.7. I'll take that any day.
Will wants Thompson.
I mean, the P90 is kind of a squirrely gun.
You don't want a Thompson, Will. No, you don't.
Listen, you don't need accuracy with that. You just spray and pray.
You couldn't hold it up.
The problem is the Thompson, though it's probably at the top of the swag list.
Yeah. It's heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It has that top
compared to
mount, right?
modern guns. It's not great.
It has that top mount drum, a drum on the top, right? That round disc.
No,
No, it's got a drum
that's
mag
the
up
French
down
one.
below.
That's the French one.
That's
okay.
the French light machine gun that you're thinking with the barrel, like the circular mag.
Yeah.
It just rotates all the way around. Yeah, that's a French one. Yeah.
Okay.
No, Thompson is the big. It's the Chicago typewriter. It's the mobster gun.
Yeah. The one with the.
100-round drum
Yeah.
mag. When fully loaded, weighs 18 pounds.
Oh, then yeah, definitely use that. See, you don't need to hold it up high. You just keep it low and spray.
Granted, it's fun as fuck to shoot.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So
Full
is it,
auto.
you can warp the barrel if you just.
Yes.
The
You
uses
held the
for
trigger,
full
didn't
auto
you?
are so limited.
It's just suppression. That's what that's for.
It's a Chicago typewriter. is not meant for accuracy. It's
What-
meant for intimidation.
What do you need to do? Well, from the street, I also need to take out someone inside this restaurant.
Yeah. I'm trying to get one person out of 15. Well, we can get all 15. I don't know if you just need one.
This is my problem with full auto. It's just not amazingly effective.
That's why it wasn't created just to
It's
aim in at one person or like it's spray and pray. It's
Yeah.
suppression. It's meant to
suppression,
hold down the
covering
enemy.
fire.
Yeah, hold the enemy so you could shoot, move, and communicate.
I mean, I believe the Thompson was the World War II gun,
Yes,
It was.
right? Wasn't it? Like
It was one of them.
without the drum mag though, was the regular standard
Yeah,
clip, which makes it
Yes.
a little lighter.
Yeah, they had. Was it a 30 round clip?
I think so.
I think so too.
But that one's okay. It's still heavy, but it's fun. It's fun to shoot.
I believe it.
Oh, those binary triggers are gnarly. Can you outshoot the weapon? Like, can you actually
Jam it.
stall it because it shoots too fast with a binary trigger?
You probably could.
I'm wondering what they're going to do with FRTs. I'm not sure if they can be covered. There's an argument to be made because they're spring assisted that they are in fact properly covered by the NFA.
Is that because isn't it just an assist at that point?
Yeah, well, so bump stocks, the original bump stock was 30 years ago, and it was spring assisted. And it's still not legal. The ones that are legal, the ones that they came out with, were like it's all tension. It's not spring loaded.
Yeah, you're pulling it into your arm
Yeah.
or your pocket.
Well, you're pulling and pushing. So you're pulling with your trigger hand and you're pushing on the grip, and that's what causes the rocking motion that fires it constantly.
Right.
And it's still not the same cyclic rate as an M16. It's like 2/3 ish.
I always feel like you could usually shoot faster without having to go full auto.
I'd be perfectly happy with 3-round bursts,
3-round burst is fun.
right? It's incredibly effective.
The 50 cal was fun. The 240 Bravo, the Charlie, the 249, all fun.
I mean, I don't know that anything could be as fun as firing an M2.
The I got one.
Yeah?
The tank,
Yeah, but I mean,
massive
something,
round.
something that can be fired by a single person.
Yeah, a single
Yeah.
person can fire that.
Firearms,
It's loading.
not artillery.
Listen, if you get an automatic loader, you only need one person to shoot that at that point.
It's still artillery.
Oh my God.
It's a
So,
a speed
Christian,
load.
outside of the heat from that stag, how do you like it? How's the flavor on it? Do you pick up some of the more savory notes? There's like a sweetened brown butter note that I just love in that whiskey.
Christian says some people will put slightly stiffer spring with a binary to make sure it keeps up with the bolt movement.
Yeah. I've seen guys on the stock springs, not on a Scorpion, but on AR-15s, which obviously different style weapon, different style mechanism, outshoot them, like stall their weapons because it can't keep up. The gas can't keep up.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think I'd probably outshoot that binary then.
You just have to find a rhythm. It's like anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I mean, even the FRTs are not really just hold it down and go. Like, you have to find the right tension in your finger to get it to work right. Like, you have to be holding it at exactly the right tension. And it doesn't take long to figure out, but it's not like you can just slam it down to the back and it'll keep going.
No,
It takes a little bit of nuance.
it's that slight pressure that causes it to go and push into your finger and then come back and then push in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you need is the paintball gun trigger.
Right? A little quick tap.
A little 2-finger action. Do, 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 do.
What are you guys smoking?
Dude, the M240 grenade launcher, that was fun too.
Yeah.
I got to shoot that in basic. You just sit there and aim at a tank and just keep lobbing rounds at it. What are we smoking?
What are you smoking?
I'm finishing up that.
Muestra de Saca?
There you go. Exclusive.
Is the Exclusivo the original one?
Yes,
I keep telling people it is,
I believe it is.
but
I believe it's the first one.
I was thinking about it. I have no verification that that's accurate.
Case
I'd have to look at the order form because they put the dates on them when they were released. So
Casey's smoking the
log,
raging bull.
the bull,
The bull moose?
the moose.
It's a little
bull
bit
moose
ridiculous.
Log.
Listen, it's a good smoke and it lasts a while. It'll last a whole podcast and then some. Yeah, but if you don't eat on that cigar and you expect to smoke it all the way through, it's rough. You start getting the shakes, looking like a tweaker, you know, scratching a little bit, like, oh, come on, man.
A little too much nicotine for most.
Especially on an empty stomach. What are you smoking?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Let's hear it.
I'm smoking the Arcana.
Thunder smoke.
Thunder smoke. You got to get that high pitched thunder in there.
Still a really good cigar. 3 puffs in. Still a fantastic
I would
cigar.
hope so. We have 2 boxes.
I know.
2 obnoxiously sized boxes.
Big fucking box.
I mean, Alec Bradley does that a fair. The trilogy, the fine and rare. CAO's doing it with the Thunder Smoke.
Did you finally lift one of the trilogy boxes?
No,
Well, you
Still
still
in
haven't. Still haven't.
I would have today, but I didn't see it.
Don't
All
do
right.
it now. I don't want you to hurt your knee.
So
'cause that's
Christian
heavy
says,
lifting.
I taste a hint of cinnamon spice, a touch of black pepper, and I hear you on the sauteed butter notes, followed by the flamethrower in my mouth. Listen, you'll get used to the proof if you just keep going with high proofs.
The
And it'll
problem
ruin
is-
everything else.
The problem is you won't know that you're used to it. You'll be drinking it just, you know, oh, this is hot, this is hot, this is hot. And then you'll grab like 112 proof something that you used to adore, and you're like, this tastes a little thin. What's going on?
Yeah. Lane's ruined me and Casey for
Yeah,
whiskeys.
that's true.
Casey less. He still appreciates the low proof stuff.
I appreciate the low proof stuff.
No, you don't.
That 12-year,
That Weller 12.
not the Weller 12, the 12-year
1792, the age 12 years.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that is good.
That's true.
I have-
1792.
I
I still have like half a bottle of it.
I got his last bottle.
Did you?
Yeah, because I drank the rest of mine, so I opened the new one.
Did you notice that he had a sweet wheat in the front counter for 79 and his sweet wheat on the back counter was
109.
109?
Yeah. And I like looked at it. I'm like, I have an unopened bottle of sweet wheat, and I'm like, that goes for that much already. bought
I
that
still
for
haven't. I
$49.
gave away 2 of my sweet wheats.
Oh, well, I was supposed to bring that up next time.
The sweet wheat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then I haven't opened the one bottle I have
Oh,
because I'm just, you know, I'm at a point now where like I won't open something unless I kill something. Or like that Peerless will probably come home with me.
We haven't even tried it yet. We don't
I know. And we're not going to try it. It's first. It's number 1.
Yep.
It's this one. So this is the Peerless Double Oak by most accounts. So Peerless, I haven't had any of their stuff, but they get reviewed really well. And this is supposed to be the best one they do. But even their small batch is like 111 proof.
This isn't a weeder, right?
No, this is not a weeder. I think most of their mash bills are high rye.
Oh, nice.
So like 30 to 35%.
Ooh.
oh yeah, you can smell the rice spice in there.
Oh, and the Double Oak.
Yeah.
You can get that lighter toast on it. To some people, it comes across as like saccharin. Did you just shoot it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. Listen, I'm not that bad.
Yes. yes.
If it was fuller, I would have taken a bigger swig for
There's
sure.
just a hint of youth on it.
Put that guy on a polygraph.
Yeah, you get that youth coming through on the palate more.
Yeah.
There is a little weird taste to it after having the cigar.
No, I don't think that's youth. I think that's Double Oak.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Little toasty. What's proof on that?
108, I think.
I'd have to look.
So look, you have it.
You have the bottle.
108.5, yeah.
Viscosity is good on it.
Batch 13. Peerless.
Peerless.
Yeah, definitely some rice spice in there. That's got to be a high rye mash bill.
Yeah.
But you get the toasted with the high rye mash bill is good.
I like that.
I thought I liked the Elijah Craig toasted barrel, and then I had a bunch of other toasted barrels and realized that I didn't care for it as much as I thought I did.
The first sip on this, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for it, but going back, The second sip is better.
Yeah. So you get most of the time in a double barrel. You get. I'm not going to read that. So the second barrel is usually a lighter toast
Yeah.
than the char they're using for the first one. So you're going to get more sort of raw wood vanilla than you will in the charred barrels.
Is the char the one where you're getting like majority of the flavor, the heavy char? Then the
Well, that's
light
where you're
toast?
getting all the traditional bourbon flavors.
Okay.
And that cider, lighter sort of refined sugar note, that almost saccharine sweetness, is the toasted barrel.
What is saccharin?
Fake sugar.
Got it.
It's like aspartame, but not.
Aspartame.
I feel like Casey just needs a singing career.
Yeah, maybe.
Where's my lighter?
I don't know. He could start coming up with songs for the podcast. Open it up.
Yeah.
You just
Starts
play a
off,
little song in the back.
Kevin is an alcoholic.
That would probably get, if we
yeah,
ever get
yeah.
monetized, that would probably get us demonetized.
Only by civilian standards. Army standards, I'm still
You're out of
drinking.
practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine. Then Kevin has a government issued drinking problem.
Listen,
That's
everybody,
actually pretty good.
everybody in the service does.
Wait, so Christian, do you agree with me on the whole national sales tax thing? Like, it just comes across as a lie. I can't stand it. It annoys the shit out of me.
It's politics. It's all a lie.
Politics are always just going to annoy the shit out of you. I think it annoys everybody. I'm still pissed off that I keep getting the same commercials. Kamala Harris is blah, blah, blah.
What's the spelling on the third oak and that triple oak? I think he's going to send us his third bottle. Ooh. I haven't even seen it here.
I have not either.
I want to try their bottled and bond because it's entirely their distillate, but I think it's distillery only.
Which one are we talking about?
Angel's Envy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Angel's Envy. Their main line was fine, but like the barrel picks that I've had just
Well, I don't think that, Christian, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think the triple oak is finished in port barrels like their regular bourbon is.
Oh.
I think it's actually just their bourbon.
Oh, so it's actually okay.
Yeah.
Loses that port sweetness.
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
Anyway.
I'm trying to news on the leather. I'm trying to snag my my press back from my dad, so I can press in the leather a little bit easier. Because trying to use twist clamps.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the wrench to tighten it, and I'm bending the bar on the clamps and everything. I'm like,
Damn.
yeah, but I'm barely getting the actual impression when I use the clamps.
Yeah.
But when I use that press, it's 12-ton press.
Yeah. That was a deep press.
Yeah.
Christian, your ball mark is on the way.
Got it. Coin. Like,
We got to
what?
send one in. We got to send Joe one in his little gift bag. I'm trying to convince Casey to pay up on his lost wager.
I'll pay up.
You
also.
got to find a cigar.
Got to find a good cigar. Coach Prime let me down.
Well, I thought we already know what Joe wanted.
We do.
I just have to find it.
Oh, I know where it's at.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is it Ruiz?
Yeah. He's got about 8 left.
I have to go down there then. I should have gotten yesterday, I guess.
Were you up in Reno?
I literally just went to Galena and then came back.
He went almost to Reno.
Yeah.
Got it. I do that all the time.
Oh, I didn't realize they built a Dairy Queen right there.
Did they?
Oh, yeah, right by that sandwich
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's new.
All right.
I stopped by the one over by your house. And I'm like, I should go over to Casey's house, honk my horn, and flip him off, and then drive away.
So when I first saw the Bardstown Silver Oak, I thought it was like Silver Oak. I thought it was a double-barreled
That is a
using
long-
American oak, like a wine barrel style char to finish the bourbon.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the label a little bit closer. I was like, oh, that's just the Silver Oak logo. It's finished in Silver Oak cab barrels. Now I feel stupid.
Remember, you were uninterested when I sent you the photo. And
Well,
I'm
because I'm
just-
not a huge fan of wine finished bourbons.
fair. I think you like the port finished more. And even then,
Honestly, the best ones I've had, the sherry finished ryes are really good. I don't like the port finished ryes all that much. Like the Midwinters, which just got released a couple weeks ago. Not a huge fan,
Fair.
and everyone loves it, and I just don't.
Oh,
It's not bad.
Is there a new Midwinters?
Yeah, it just
Just
came
not
out.
the. It's just not the what you want.
It's starting to show up in California. We'll never see it in Nevada. It'll stay in Vegas.
Need more Ambarana.
I'm gonna buy Ambarana Spires, and I'm gonna use them to barrel age one of my cocktails at the restaurant for the winter.
Are you?
Yeah,
Nice.
Casey's like, can I try it?
Yes. If you need a
I will bring you
if
home.
you
I will
need
bring
if
you down
need
a sample.
Yeah, if you need a tester.
Mind you, he can test it. He just doesn't like to.
No, this is good. This actually means it'll be a good drink because he doesn't like Bloody Marys, but he makes a really good one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he does.
so watch out because you don't like Ambaranas. It means you're gonna make a really good drink.
Oh, I'm gonna sell the shit out of it. With those flavors in a cocktail, it's gonna sell like crazy. I'm just never gonna drink it.
What are
It's
your
gonna be good.
What are your thoughts so far on that?
I don't know yet. It's probably gonna be an old fashioned of some kind. On this,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's a light finish.
It
it's
is.
lighter than I expected.
It has some nice tones to it though, and it's smooth still.
Oh yeah.
And
I
what,
mean, the wine notes are very subtle.
I think the wine's what smoothens it out. I'm not 100% sure. It's
Yeah, I
100
really think that's what its effect is, because it's not like overblown.
Yeah, it's 108 proof as well.
You still get like mostly bourbon characteristic.
Yeah.
Low rye, a little bit of rice spice, a little
And-
bit of cinnamon.
And it holds up to cigars really well still.
I wonder how old the whiskey was.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it says it on the bottle.
8 years. I'm guessing it's 8 years. It's definitely got a little bit of barrel age on it, but not enough to kill the traditional bourbon notes.
Was aged in silver oak barrels for 17 months, so an additional 17 months on whatever they normally age it.
There's a nice like modified caramel note in there.
Mine's gone.
Oh, you killed it.
I have the bottle in front of me too.
I was about to say you could just refill it.
That's right. I got all three. Look at this. He says I have a problem. The only problem is they keep putting it on my table.
Well, I mean, 2 of those bottles are yours.
Listen, I only brought one. The other one was brought to me as a birthday gift. Thank you, Casey.
Well, Lane told me to get
And
it.
Lane.
so-
But Lane knew that I would have liked it.
I just told him where it was.
We agreed.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I bet this would work out really well.
You guys spoil me.
Tax
had
breaks
some-
to the wealthy upper 1%.
I mean, it. Go back to the Peerless after trying that. It kind of changes the profile, and not in a bad way though.
Oh, yeah. The double oak stands out on the Peerless once you've had the Bardstown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christian, listen, every time they come out and they're like, you're going to have more money in your pocket and inflation's going to go down when Kamala Harris is president.
Lies.
Like, what is the evidence for that? Exactly.
Well,
Nice.
I'm still confused because she hasn't said how everything's going to work, how she plans on implementing all this.
That's because she doesn't understand it.
Yeah, and that's my problem is I want to know more. I want to know more information on what you're planning to do. That goes for both sides, though.
Because right now, the only mechanism that she understands for controlling inflation is raising interest rates and forcing corporations to lay people off to preserve profitability. That's it. And it's a terrible way to do it. It's efficient, but it hurts people. And she's going to hurt people because inflation's not going anywhere.
I mean, the best we could hope for is for it to level off for a little
Yeah,
while.
Christian, that's what we're drinking. It's quite good. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. It's not hot. It's incredibly smooth. The wine notes flatten it out on the palate just enough to not bite back. It's good.
But if you keep drinking that Stag,
Yeah, don't drink them in the same night.
But if you keep drinking the Stag,
It'll come across as very flat if you drink it with the Stag. All right. Does it still remind me of Stag?
I don't know.
There's a little bit more young bourbon in it.
Yeah, because they didn't age this bourbon that long.
The Fortuna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
you-
isn't it Stag Light?
It is
basically.
Stag Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he was introducing it, he gave the notes in the profile and what they were trying to do with it. If I could remember that, I would tell you. But I got the memory of a goldfish.
Oh, but there it is in the palette. That's so good. That's so good. Right?
yes,
That's tasty.
it is. Because I've only had it that one other time. His comments are getting longer and longer. Look at that. Telling stories.
It's contributing.
He is. He is the one holding this comment section together.
One man, one journey.
Yeah, I don't think the port workers are going to stay on strike. They're going to figure that out.
What, the port workers are on strike?
They were the
they
East
were.
Coast port workers. They were going to, and they still might be. They're trying to work out a deal.
Last I saw, they were done with the strike for now because they got some of the talking started.
Yay, supply side inflation.
Yeah.
What do they want?
More money. They want a 70% and 77% increase over 6 years.
Ooh.
That's what they were going for.
Wow.
We got 60.
Oh, nice.
10% a year for 6 years. That's a good number.
That's still pretty good. Yeah.
$750,000
Revisit January 2nd.
a piece? No, total. No,
Just write them a
just
check.
run a check. We'll backdate it.
No, there's a pause because he has to get looked at first. He's like, we'll backdate it.
So this new schedule is, not gonna lie, it's kind of kicking my butt.
Is it? Why? Because I thought it was basically the same schedule, just different days.
Yeah, but the way we have everything staggered, until I get used to it, it's gonna kick my butt because I got used to how the other shift was, and then I think I'm at the point where I'm done with graveyard for a little while, so I'll probably be going to day shift when on the next rotation.
After this?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think it's too easy graveyard, and I'm getting bored, and now I'm getting complacent, and things aren't getting finished entirely.
Well, I thought you tried to get day shift this time.
No, I decided against it because I thought about snowboarding, and as soon as I get off during the winter, it's perfect because
Yeah.
as soon as I get off, I can just come up here,
Okay.
hit the slopes, have some fun, and then go to bed.
Well, and for the springtime, you want to be able to get back to doing the ropes course, get your credits.
Yeah, so as soon as I start doing that, I can start working towards that position. But I don't even know if that position's ever going to happen again with how everything's going over there.
With their restructuring.
Yeah, it's sad.
Dude, this is still really good.
I didn't grab one yet.
Yeah, I took the first one out of the
Yeah.
box.
It's going to take you a minute.
Yeah, I'm still smoking this log. You know, I watched Swordfish yesterday.
Does it hold up?
You know, it does. I think it does.
Listen, we know why you watch Swordfish.
To see Halle Berry's berries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bear berries.
No, I mean, it's, you know what? I find that I like the movies where Travolta's a bad guy. And that's definitely one of them. Like that one and Broken Arrow were like the two.
I like what was it, Face Off?
Face Off. Yeah.
That was a
Face.
good one with
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Yep.
And, but he was a good guy in that one.
Yeah, he was.
And then he played a bad guy when they did the face
yeah,
swap.
I mean,
you know.
he was the good FBI agent, and then halfway through, he's Nicolas Cage. So then he's not.
Yeah.
No more drugs for that man. Because I'm gonna take his face off. But it holds. I think it holds up. It was still. I mean, I forget some of the people that are in there. I forgot Don Cheadle was in it.
I mean, it kept your interest. You kept watching it. You didn't stop.
I mean, yeah. And it was like popped up on my recommendations. I was like, I haven't watched Swordfish for fucking ever. I'm gonna watch Swordfish.
I needed something to watch that I didn't care about or that I could look at and know what's happening without hearing it.
Right.
So I put on Game of Thrones with no sound so I could work on the like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's perfect. Cuz I look over and I go, "Oh, I know what's happening."
oh yeah,
I can still tell you I haven't watched it.
I don't think he has either.
Look at
I
that
watched
kid.
the first 2 seasons.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did not. I've seen an episode here and there. Most of the time, I'm uninterested.
I mean, I was good until Sean Bean died, and then I was like, oh, you
Sad days.
sons of bitches, you done killed Sean Bean.
He comes back.
How dare you?
So what you do? Get people to watch more? You just tell them, oh, he comes back in a later season. Just keep watching.
Yeah, but you know that's a fucking lie. He doesn't come back.
Sean Bean never comes back.
Never.
He's supposed to in the next National Treasure.
Well, now he's apparently putting clauses in his contract where he can't die.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, I mean, I think he's getting tired of
Because
it.
they've killed him off in like all but one movie.
I mean,
Yeah, the Disney movie.
Yeah.
Listen, they thought about it in that too.
I mean, they probably did, but
They're like, we're gonna kill him off. No, we can't. Shit.
It's a Disney movie. We don't do that.
let's be fair. The
Unless
only
it's
guy to die in
Mufasa.
a Disney movie is Billy Connolly.
Anyways, what have you guys been up to? I know you have been working on everything.
Yeah, the usual. Locked up that restaurant for the fall. Starting to plan reopening for the winter.
When's reopening? November?
November 22nd.
Oh, so not too far off. About a month away. It's change.
Yeah, about a month and a half. Plenty of time. Still working on that website. Hopefully it's up middle of the week.
You got it though? Yet? It's been delivered or no?
No, hopefully it's getting delivered tomorrow.
Okay.
They still having issues.
No, they were working on something that they probably should have anticipated I needed, but didn't.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Well, they didn't give me a way to generate free accounts on the paid side.
Oh yeah.
I was
And
like, I'm going to need that.
that's at your discretion for the unpaid ones, right?
Yeah, it's for like testers and employees and, people that I want to go in and look at it and give me notes.
Got it.
Like specifically for notes.
On what you can update, do a little better, refine. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Functionality that isn't necessarily user friendly or intuitive. They can say, why do I have to go through these many steps to get to there? I go, oh, that's probably important. And then I change it. Yep, Kristen, OnlyFans for sure.
Oh, we were actually
We're building the setup.
we're also talking about Wiki Feet. We can get there too.
No, I got a big scar on one of my feet now from mountain biking.
I thought that was the
Yeah.
back of your ankle.
No, I got a pedal strike on the top of one of my feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's not as impressive as that brake burn you got.
That's solid.
Yeah, that was.
That's going to be a nice scar.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
What?
Nothing.
What are you chuckling at over there?
Because I had something, it was funny, and then I lost it, and it just became funnier in my head because I just lost it. I dropped my fill, and I went back to thinking about Captain Spurberg. He would stop, like we'd be talking, and he'd go like this. He'd be in the middle of his briefing, and he'd stop like this. And it'd go on for a couple minutes, and we would like, sir, we'd shake him a little bit, nothing, and then he would continue like nothing happened. Like, did you just have a stroke? What happened? We're like, what do you mean? You stopped. You dropped your fill, man.
Coach McIntyre. Although he was usually high.
And then that's probably the same thing then.
He was the coach who'd be spinning his keys on a lanyard, and he'd stop, look around, and they'd look at the players and go, anyone seen my keys? While he's spinning them on his finger on a lanyard. Same thing happened with sunglasses.
They're on your finger, coach. Yeah, it was a test.
Yeah, I know. I was just messing with you.
Test is make sure you guys pay attention.
It's always good times. Other than that, not much, man. Got my knee cut on. That
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah, apparently you're like bionic because you just get up and start one leg in it.
Dude, everyone that I've run into is either like, when's your surgery? It's like, oh, I had it on Thursday. Like, wait,
See,
what?
that's what I thought. And then when I saw you in here, I was just slightly confused.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be
Not-
down for a while.
Not as confused as I was when I walked in here like a day afterwards. He's sitting in here, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I thought you were gonna be like laid out.
Apparently, he thought so too. His
He's
body
like,
said
just
no.
sitting in here watching football. I'm like, okay, well,
Listen, we've talked about this, Casey. He is the Terminator,
realistically, there's no proof that he actually had surgery, and it wasn't just a replacement part.
right? That's probably what it was.
You claim you went to a doctor, but nobody's seen you in a doctor's office at the same time. So,
Listen, the mechanic called though.
yeah.
See you, Will.
No, I'm super happy with how it came out. And now they think I'm going to get my unconditional release in 6 weeks.
That is nice. A
Yeah.
lot sooner
Well, at
than
that
you
point, I
thought.
won't miss any of the season.
That's 2 weeks ahead of what you were gonna get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They
Pretty
did
nice.
tell him that he can't lift yet.
I was literally on the phone with the PA in the gym. He's like, "What are you doing right now?" I was like, "I'm working out." He's like, "Wait." I was like, "So, what's your question?" I was like, "What can I do?" He's like, "What? What do you mean?" I was like, "What can I do?"
What do you want to do?
I was like, "Can I do like leg extensions, like leg press?" He's like, "No leg extensions." He goes, "You can do light leg press to 90 degrees." He's like, "What? How are the muscles doing?" I'm like, "They're fine. Like, I'm already walking upstairs." He's like, "Hold on, what?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." He's
Lightweights
like,
only.
he's like, "You need to do like not much for like 2 weeks." I'm like, "I'm being really careful with it."
Also, I mean, you do live on the 3rd floor, so I
Kind
mean,
of have to. There's no elevators there.
Yeah, that was going to happen regardless.
yeah, like there's no way you're gonna sit there for 2 weeks and not leave.
But
your
they tell you
house.
to like when you're going upstairs, you step up with your good leg and then pull your bad leg up.
And then step on.
And
the
when you're
next one.
going downstairs, you step down with your bad leg, and then walk down, because then you'd have to bend and compress your bad leg.
Yeah, and you're also using the rail to support you. If you have one. You
No,
don't,
no, he's
but
not.
I mean,
No.
they probably thought you would.
I waited until yesterday to try and go upstairs, like regularly upstairs, like
Just a
stepping up
normal
with the
walk.
bad leg and then pushing up. I was like, first couple stairs I was like, I don't know, it feels pretty good. And I was like, I wonder if I could just, all right, let's try it without the rail. It was fine. It was fine.
Did you tell your doctor that?
Yes, he knows that. I was like, I was walking upstairs. He's like, what? Hold on, what? Like, how? I was like regularly walking upstairs. He's like, really? Yeah. Like I walked to the gym today. Like,
The T9 just got a replacement part. That's it. They just replaced some solenoids in there. You're good.
the knee scooter. The problem is I can't use a knee scooter because where the stitches are in my knee.
Yeah, he can't bend it like and put pressure there.
You,
Well, the
you can
stitches
actually
still
see
hurt a
'em.
little bit. Yeah, where the little band-aids are. So I have 2 little holes in my knee.
Is that where you're supposed to oil up the area?
Little oil can.
Yeah. No water, only
That
oil.
way it doesn't squeak while you're moving.
I mean, just in all honesty, like I'm super happy with how it came out.
We're glad for you.
Super happy.
We were glad to hear you were going to be here. Me and Casey were just going to throw a horrible time.
It was just gonna be us. It was gonna be
Christian's pissed that I don't have a knee scooter.
I mean,
Probably.
not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to be on a knee scooter too. So
Well, but how's that going to work? Because I have to put pressure on the knee where the incisions are. Knee scooters are for ankles.
I don't know. Just
And
it
feet.
would have been fun
Yeah.
to see you on the knee scooter.
Like the only time I ever saw someone on the knee scooters when they had gout.
I've seen a couple people on it, and they usually have a boot on.
Yeah, almost always.
I like the alternative to the knee scooter,
Which is?
the peg leg.
Oh, I've seen the peg leg.
The hell is that?
So
It's like a crutch, but attaches to your knee.
It's a strap to your knee, right?
So your knees, your legs bent.
at 90 degrees, and then you put the peg leg on. So it's like the bottom part of a crutch on a pad, and then you can just walk around like a pirate.
They better make a wooden one.
I-
That way you can't be a pirate.
Legitimately saw a dude walking with one in here, and I was like, "Holy shit, we've come full circle."
These upgrades are starting to get low grade.
Modern problems require modern solutions. How do we fix it? How do you walk still? Well, we have this thing called a crutch, or you could use the peg leg. Yar.
Eye patch guy.
I
Good
will.
work for him.
I will tell you, I drew the line. There's an employee tournament on the 13th, and I was like, no, I can't.
You said no to golf?
For golf
That's amazing.
on the 13th.
Well, because it rotates against
God,
where the repair was done.
Oh.
and it would probably hinder your recovery for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched Tiger Woods play on his knees, and I felt like his swing was fine. So I feel like as long as you don't rotate, you would have still probably smoked some guys.
I was tempted. I was like, I wonder if I get away with that. I was like, no, that's a bad idea.
What if you just put a brace on so you can't rotate, and then you,
Have you seen my golf swing?
yeah,
He would probably shatter that brace,
get one of those like
rip apart.
lineman braces.
It'd be like bent on one side.
Still, it'd be funny.
I can just see that now in the doctor's office. I wore the brace. Where is it? Here it is. What did you do to that thing?
Well, you see, I went and played around, and it just ripped apart.
Well, if you keep the camera rolling.
Rolling.
Well, I had the brace on, but then I was sitting back drinking beer.
When all the bad decisions start happening, sitting back drinking beer.
So, Christian, you're going to keep out, it's allocation season. You're going to keep an eye out for all the really cool stuff that is going to come out. We got BTAC and Pappy,
In Texas too, he's gonna have his fucking
Michter Celebration,
easy pick of things.
Right? Easier.
the
pick
Weller
if it-
CYPB's been going around.
Would it be an easier pick if you were in Kentucky? Just because everything's there pretty much.
I mean, you'd get all the like facility picks probably. You'd have to like go to the actual manufacturer.
The problem for Buffalo Trace is they don't drop that stuff at the distillery.
Oh well,
They
then
don't?
never mind.
Everyone else does. Elijah Craig does. Michter's does. Willett does. Buffalo Trace doesn't.
High West.
High West is in Utah.
Yeah, but don't they? They have those distiller specific ones.
Yeah, you got to go there.
Yeah, but so not as many as you'd think. Boo Rye. They have one other one.
I want to try the next Boo Rye. What'd you hear on that?
It wasn't that good this year.
That's sad.
That came out a couple months ago.
That's sad.
This time of year, so Midwinters just came out. I haven't seen any notes on it yet. And the Prisoner's Blend will come out, which is the same thing as that Bardstown, but instead of being done with silver oak barrels, it's done with Prisoner barrels.
Oh, so it's in Pruno containers.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Should have seen that one.
He kept saying prisoner. We're just like, okay,
It's the name of the damn wine.
got it. Does it taste like?
And it's not Cab, it's mostly Zin.
Does it taste like Bruno?
Now it does. It used to be very good.
Is it a fruit based Pruno style wine?
You know, I think someone needs to start selling Pruno, and then they're like, the stills need to be shaped like toilets.
No, they just need to make it how they make it in prison with the toilets.
No,
Yeah.
actually, they don't do it in toilets now.
No?
No.
How'd they get away from that?
Oh, it's because toilets are community based.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you watch 60 Days In, I've learned this now. The toilet is shared amongst like 4 bunk beds
Yeah.
in like one little cell.
In the cell.
Yeah. So now, because prisons have lightened up on storage capabilities, guys just make them in plastic totes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do they not get caught?
Well, they usually do.
I'm about to say you used to be able to just flush it before you got caught.
Yeah, no, now it's like in Ziploc baggies, inside Ziploc baggies, inside of like a plastic tote. So basically, you're just trying to hide the smell by cooking meth or something.
I don't know why they're bothering with Pruno. All of the best makeshift stills come from prison. I mean, there's a long list
Well, guide us.
of modified stills.
Guide us. What's
The
that list?
most common and the most dangerous is a still made from a soldering iron.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you want my book?
I'm about to say, I can make
I
that
have
in the garage.
I have a couple copies of the Alaskan Bootlegger's Bible. It's got like 170 ways to create a still.
Do you just keep picking up that same book just in
Well,
case?
Kevin doesn't need any more hobbies. If you
It
give
seemed
him
like a
this
good book to own 2 copies of.
Yeah, if you give him this book, he's gonna start actually making shit.
Well, listen, when we buy a distillery, he's going to be the master.
It would be nice to have a distillery. Then I wouldn't have to go buy my stuff. I could just source it.
Yeah, the problem is the good stuff takes years to mature.
Listen, I have an army. What was it? Government issued.
Drinking problem.
There you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't make it years.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be drinking like silver whiskey. It'd be awful.
No, we'd make a bunch, and I just take the first
No,
release.
no, because you would make it, and then 2 days later be like, "It's been enough time. Let's try it."
It'd be
Ooh,
like,
that's spicy. That burns a little.
this is a high proof.
Motherfucker, that's ethanol.
You literally just stuck a straw in there. What the hell?
It's gasoline. You will go blind.
Christian, I wish you luck finding that Pappy 15.
Oh,
I've never seen one in the wild for anywhere near retail.
what is retail?
$110,
What is second?
1,500.
Third? I'm guessing there's a third out there then.
$1,500. Jesus.
That's a hell of an increase.
I've seen it for as low as like 1,000.
That's still.
Dude,
a
I
hell of
thought I
an
had
increase.
some Russell's 15. Guy was running a secondary on Facebook.
Okay.
Seemed pretty legit. Had a bunch of followers. I'm still not convinced he wasn't legit, but there were too many red flags. Like once he started giving me accounts that weren't his, that were based in Paris, I was like, I don't know about this. Why aren't you using your own account? He's like, I have cashiers. I'm like, that's not the way a cashier works. This is a proxy, not a cashier. Then I felt bad because I'm like, dude, I get it. Like, if you're honest, I'm sorry. Like, if you're really running a business, good on you. I hope you're getting some people some good whiskey.
Seems pretty sus.
But this is a fair chunk of change for 2 bottles, and I don't want to play with it. Like, I can find something else to do with this $460.
What were you looking at?
Russell's 15.
Oh, 2 bottles of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, it's supposed to be one of the best whiskeys of the year. I wish I could find a bottle, but there's one place in the Bay Area, but you have to buy the entire Russell's package. It's 6 bottles. It's like $640.
I mean, how much do we spend on whiskey as it is?
yeah, but you only get one bottle out of it.
You only get 1 bottle of Russell's 15.
Oh.
You get a Russell's 10, a Russell's Rye 6, a Russell's Private Pick, a Russell's 15,
No reserve?
like the regular reserve. That's the 10.
Oh, okay.
I mean, have you had all those already?
The Russell's Reserve is good. We have a Russell's Reserve in the back.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought.
Russell's 6-year rye is this is the rye I used to drink, like on the regular. That was my keep at home rye.
That one's pretty good too.
What happened that you didn't keep that at home anymore?
He has better.
It went from
bottles.
$32 to $75, and there's better ryes I can get for that price.
Fair.
Ouch.
That is
Like I can get the Bardstown Origin rye for $60, and it's amazing. I can get the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof ryes for $65, and that's one of the best ryes I've ever had.
That new
Jack
rare
does
character's a rye.
One of them is.
One
2
of
of them
them, yeah.
are, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the ones up there at Galena.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone up there. I've never been in Galena.
Yeah. It's got one's a pink top, one's a blue top, one's a white top.
I'm guessing the pink top is the rye.
Yes. The straight rye. One was straight rye, one was a mix.
Yeah, I think the straight rye was the highest proof, too.
Yeah.
What was the proof?
It was like 127. It was pretty up there.
That's
Dude,
not
the
too bad.
Rayleigh's Jack Daniel's rye pick right now is 137.5 proof. I keep looking at it.
God damn.
What are they asking for that one?
67.
That's not bad
That's not terrible.
compared to what we've spent so far.
But I'm not like that or the Death and Taxes pick, which they still have some of.
Oh, the Death and Taxes is good.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got like 2 shots left in my Death and Taxes pick in that bottle.
So you're getting ready to go pick up a bottle or two.
Yeah, when I pick up one, I'll pick up one for you too.
Oh, snap.
Hey,
It's a wild-
Sarge.
It's a
Ah,
wild
he showed up.
James.
Look at that.
Well, yeah, he's got nothing to do. He's still waiting to get his car.
Okay, I don't know the story behind that yet.
His fuel pump went out in his Mercedes.
Oh, that makes sense.
His very nice Mercedes.
Yes. But it is still a Mercedes. You don't drive it, it don't work.
Was it a full tank? That makes it a lot harder when it's a full tank.
Probably. It's also it needs those special bolts to get all the plates off the bottom, and
Yeah.
it's got more
Dude,
parts than a Swiss
I love
watch.
when they were like when the Fat Electrician did his video on the original new Army gun contract, and he gets to the German one, and he goes, "I know from the outside it looks like it was made with 4 pixels because it's legitimately like 4 different size blocks. There's nothing to it. It looks like it came out of a war video game from like 1992." He goes, "But it's German." So when you open it up, a grandfather clock comes out, and he pulls out the guts of this thing. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's like you could never field strip that weapon. Like there's not a grunt in the army that could field strip that bitch.
Well, you could as long as you weren't in the dark and you had a whole table with a cloth and a little pen to write down.
And a bunch of and a tool and a massive toolkit.
little baggies to put all those little screws
And
in.
2 whole days to work on
A
it.
massive toolkit in metric.
This is a special parts, yeah.
I'll show you the picture of it. I mean, it's intense when he pulls out the mechanism. Like, what is that for?
What in the hell?
That's for precision. The watchmaker actually did make that one.
Yeah, really, what you don't know is it's actually Swiss.
Yeah, I'm sad because I have a Swiss watch, and apparently it's a specific battery that you can't order online, and they don't have it anymore any here to replace it. I haven't found a jeweler with one that could replace it,
Oh, that sucks.
so it just sits in my jewelry box,
Well,
just
then
sad.
you need to go to the land of jewelers.
Switzerland, you're
No,
telling me?
New York City.
New York City, yeah.
James, what are you drinking tonight,
They'll,
man?
they'll try to sell me more. Oh, I got
What-
that one
what
pretty.
Dude, I
Isn't
saved
he
this
drinking?
Fortuna for last. This is so good.
Yeah,
Did
I
I-
still got some.
Did you see James?
It has
collection?
so once you're away from the other two, it picks up that savory butter note.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. I mean, it's retail is more expensive than a Stag, so it should be. But
What do you mean?
it's 115.
Oh, and the
One-
retail on the Stag was
It's about 60 right now.
Actually, it was on sale.
Was it?
Normally, it's 129
Oh,
at Rayleigh's, but it was 116. So
that's
I
not
think
bad.
last time I bought it was 109.
then the silver Fortuna was 79. Whatever.
Yeah,
that
which he can't
is.
move. He's got a ton of.
Yeah.
And it never moves.
Yeah,
Oh, Kev. Or
no, the Galena.
Galena guy.
Galena. He's also got a bunch more of this Peerless Double Oak.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. There's just a weird taste in the center of my palate.
It's the Double Oak for
Yeah.
sure.
So I probably don't
yeah.
like the double oak stuff.
Yep.
I like Double Oak sometimes. I like this one. I want to try it. I'm going to take it home and try it without smoking in a couple days and
See if
see
it
what I
holds up.
think. Yeah. But I do like, there are Double Oaks that I like a lot and Double Oaks that I just don't care for.
So you got to try it before Thursday, because you're coming in Thursday.
Yeah. The Double Oak Ryes are really good too. Oh, how do you like the Balcones?
So that's what, like 120.
The only
Six?
Balcones I ever had was a rye pick from
127.8.
Battleborn, and it was terrible.
Man,
It
you
was-
said your favorite words.
It was terrible. I know I did, but that's the name of the shop, so it is what it is.
I mean, terrible name.
It was like thick coffee and hydrogen peroxide.
Ooh.
It was gross. We dumped it out.
Oh,
It was gross.
I can believe it. Did I try it?
This one is one of his faves now.
Is it?
That's what James.
So I've
said.
never had any of the Balcones like bourbon, and their single malt is supposed to be exceptional. I've never seen it. If I ever saw it, I would buy it. It's supposed to be exceptional. But
Bring it
that
up,
rye was garbage.
Bring it up with you, James. Don't drink it all.
When's he supposed to be coming up?
Next
Next
week.
week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna miss him, like I always do, because he leaves early.
Well, I'm trying to get him to come up on Monday and take my seat because I've got that event.
I mean, the last time we tried
I
to
mean,
have him come in and take
he
a
works
seat.
remote, and technically he owes us a video because he wasn't here for that one day he dipped out.
Yeah, James, this isn't a comment on all their stuff. This was a specific single barrel pick from the guy that owned the store, and he just picked a terrible barrel.
Casey, remember, it's interest. Now he owes us 2 videos.
Yeah, no,
because he missed the one.
Yeah, prime plus one. We're
Exactly.
gonna assume that. We're gonna
I do want to try their single malt though. Put it up against Stranahan's and see what happens.
Where do they? I mean, I don't know. I've seen Balcones anywhere else. Is it popular?
I haven't seen it. They used to have it at Total Wine up here.
Okay.
Rayleigh's would get it sometimes. They get it at that Lee's by In-N-Out.
Oh, okay. Down in Reno.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get that in Garrison Brothers.
Ah, I've seen the Garrison Brothers.
Still Austin shows up almost everywhere. That's another Texas whiskey. He sent a pic.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna look at the pic.
I managed to get out of the whole co-signer thing.
Did you?
yeah?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never even seen that bottle, James.
because the wife's car is getting ready to go, so we were thinking about getting her a new one. Of course, I don't know what I'm going to get her or what she wants. We have to go look around, and then I attempt to haggle, but it never works.
Take Lane.
That's right. Lane's a haggling champ.
He'll haggle the soul out of any salesman.
I don't know. Car salesmen are a different breed.
My first thing that I
Dude,
usually do.
you know, there's no haggling with car salesmen. It's just time. Like, you have to be willing to give it 6 hours, and you'll get the price you want.
or
Okay.
call my grandma.
Or call his grandma.
What's Grandma do?
I'm sure she'll be.
She's the
playing
car
bridge.
buying master.
Yeah, she'll be playing bridge or some kind of card game, but
What Balcones is that?
I'm sure she'll negotiate for you quite well.
Listen,
She
Grandma,
did
if you see
sell
this,
cars. She sold cars for 30 years. She's pretty good at it.
oh hell yeah!
Yep, never seen that label.
Oh, he said it's a special.
Oh, that's the
Bevmo.
sticker on the other one. That's cool. Oh, so that's a single barrel. Right on.
Oh, Bevmo version.
Bevmo.
I think Bevmo takes a little bit more time in their picks than Total Wine does. The Total Wine picks are trash.
How often do they do a pick though? Bev.
Pretty often.
Okay.
They're not actually going and doing the picks. They're getting a bunch of samples,
Oh, they do.
and
that.
they're picking the samples they want. I don't even think Total Wine does that. I think Total Wine's just like, send us the sweetest one you have. We don't care.
Fair. I want to go do a pick one day, but that's what 10 grand for a barrel.
Depends on the barrel.
Like it could be more or less.
Yeah, I mean, it could be as little as 6 or as high as like 14.
Ooh,
Ooh.
but I'd have whiskey for days.
Yeah, you're going to get about 200 bottles out of it, between 180 and 240, depending on what you do with the proof. Because like Buffalo Trace won't let you get cask strength.
They won't.
Like, you'll do a barrel pick, but they're going to proof it down to the proof that whiskey normally sells at.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh shit! There's an Oak and Eden Ambarana. Oh snap! This is for me and Kevin, not you. I just like to look at you for the disimprovement.
Yes, James. They showed me the Muppet pick.
Chris, did you hear that? There's a new Oak and Eden that Casey desperately wants to try.
Ooh, there's also an Elements small batch Ambarana bourbon coming out.
Is James sending you this?
No, I just decided to look because I
To
was
Google
curious.
Ambarana?
I was like, because I was looking around, and I was like, oh, there's no cool.
And you
new
did say it
Make
was
no
Ambaranas.
mistake, Kevin, if we had the number of Ambaranas in here that you have at home in regular whiskey, Casey would also have a problem and a number of DUIs.
You're not wrong.
No, because I would just sleep here, holding my Ambarana bottle.
All right, so I didn't get to see it.
Oh, James was at the distillery and they ran out.
Where?
Oak and Eden. Ambarana.
Oh,
It's like a dagger to his heart, man. You're killing it.
Why would you say that? What?
Because you're mean.
All the things that I've done for you.
he said we need to go up there so we can go to the Oak and Eden distillery.
Road trip.
Listen, we have a ton of road trips that we want to do and plan on at some point. It's just a matter of, narrowing
So
down
I'm
dates
torn.
and
I'm going to
times.
take like 10 days off, and I kind of want to go for a long drive. But in the middle of that 10 days is Warren Miller, and Will's already bought tickets
Where's that at?
here.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because they skipped last year, huh?
Sort of.
Did they put a Warren Miller film out last year?
Yeah, but it was just a compilation of previous footage.
Oh.
Because this year's the 75th anniversary of Warren Miller.
when is the 10 days that
Oh.
it's supposed to happen?
So the Warren Miller film is like 11/3 or 11/4. But there's a whiskey release in Michigan that I want to go to the party for.
When's that?
11/2, I think.
So are you gonna fly or drive?
Unknown. I don't even know what days I'm gonna take. Like, I almost have to take off like 7 to 10 days from work because I haven't since I started, and that's not the expectation there. Like, you're not really supposed to work. You're supposed to just look like you're working.
Fair.
Oh, so you're actually working and
They want to be comforted in knowing that you are supporting your me time.
look, as the director of vacationing told us at Diamond, you're supposed to take your PTO.
I've taken.
Dude, that's not the world I come from.
I know, but
It took me a year and a half to take any vacation time, and I still worked on that vacation time. I went to. I did the fishing derby.
Every casino I've ever worked for
Never had a vacation.
has bought me out of every hour I've ever earned in vacation. Every single one.
I
it's
just
just a special bonus.
all the comp time that I build up, I just cash out because I'm not going to use it, and I know I'm not going to use it. So I try to keep at least like 80 to 90 hours of comp time, and then when I get to about 210 is when I cash out, and it's a pretty penny sometimes.
I feel like I just come from a different place.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
because
I don't usually take a vacation either.
you have the
Like, when I
drive to
had it.
work.
Yeah.
And like I don't take vacation. I put in for 2 weeks recently, and
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. It's end of October, so for my anniversary and my son's birthday.
Oh, cool.
Taken from the 31st to the 14th off. I think it was.
Nice.
All right, James. So what's the plan? You guys gonna come take over this podcast? We're doing a special live stream next Wednesday, just for y'all.
Oh, you gonna come in and set up for him?
I mean, if they want to do it, I'll set it up.
Hell yeah, we will. Or we send Casey down there. We'll send him with a laptop. The gear.
Casey's gonna have to run the board though.
Oh, I'll run the board. That's fine.
You do it from the counter.
Yeah, I can do it from the counter. It's not hard.
He'll have a mic set up for just in case he chimes in.
We don't have a mic. We're gonna use all of them.
I thought we have a port that we could plug into for like a.
Yeah, but we're gonna
handheld.
use the fourth. We're gonna use the fourth spot.
I know. I was saying a handheld mic. I thought that there was
So
another.
they got a 5 count for sure. So
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be a good time. I want James to come up on Monday and take my seat.
I mean, he works remote. It's not like he has to be down there.
That is true. I mean,
I'm sure he could find an excuse to play craps for 2 days.
Well, listen. Here's what we do. So James takes this seat with you. Kevin sits there, and then when we just set up that station, and then when I come in, I just jump at the table.
There you go.
so we'll need you to bring that other camera in before that.
It's here.
Here.
Oh, okay. Then.
Batteries are charged. It's all set up.
Perfect.
We have everything we need for the fourth spot.
You get the uncomfortable seat. You were okay over there.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
This is just super comfortable.
I know.
No, and I'm gonna. So I just decided I'm gonna replace that camera that I lost. We'll say at some point. Like, it was a nice full frame camera, and I want it back. So at the point where I stop paying for this website build, I'll pick myself up a camera.
You're not gonna get that one back.
Not anytime soon.
Not even if you throw cash at your brother.
No. I offered him money for the whole setup.
Ooh. And he still said no.
Yeah,
Sad.
because there's a whole other set of podcast gear.
Yeah, I remember you guys had a whole set.
I mean, everything. Another switching board, another audio board, cameras, mics. There's a bunch of pod mics, stands. There's a whole setup.
Works.
Yeah, it was a good setup.
Yeah.
I mean, I like these mics better and your mic better.
Yeah, and I mean, we're doing pretty well without having to buy that. It took us a minute, but
Yeah.
we upgraded slowly.
Yeah. I mean, if we have good equipment now.
Anyway, that was my hope.
But yeah, like I said, James doesn't need an extra reason to come up and play craps for 2 days. He needs tier points anyway. He's been traveling too much.
That's right.
I thought he was going to give up on that. James, have you changed your mind and not told me? I feel so left out.
It's either that or Casey's just trying to get him to. Yeah,
Probably just stirring the pot. That's what I do.
just trying to coax him back into it.
I'm a chef in the kitchen. Let me cook.
Anyway,
All right, so I was going to ask you, I didn't get a chance to see it, the vice president debate.
oh, I actually watched it. It was
How-
very good. I was impressed by both candidates.
Okay, I was hearing that it was very one-sided.
I mean, Vance is an exceptional debater. Like his mastery of the material was visible. He's gonna be the Republican candidate for president in 4 years.
I can believe that.
He is, and he's gonna smoke people in debates. Like he's talented.
That should be good then.
I mean, the only weak spots he had in the vice presidential debate were where he had to carry policy for Trump that he had no say in. That was it, and I mean it.
If it wasn't for that, he would have dominated entirely.
Oh yeah, at one point the moderators who weren't supposed to fact checked him.
They did it wrong.
No. So they fact check him, and he looks over and goes, "Well, that's not what the law is. The law is this, and the idea that you can just wave a wand and make someone legal is ridiculous." He goes, "These aren't people that have been here for years. These aren't people that have earned their citizenship. This is someone in Washington pushing a button and giving them legal status. So the idea that they're legal and also acclimatized or indoctrinated into the society is absurd." And then they cut off his mic.
Yeah, I did hear that part. Like they played a clip on the radio that channel I was listening to, and then you just hear it cut off as he's still talking.
There was a point where Waltz was talking about some law they passed in Minnesota, and so Vance says something about the law, and Waltz says, "That's not what the law says. It was fact checked." And had it not been for Vance's instructions to be play nice, you could see the look on his face. I've seen it in other lawyers. He wanted to turn to him and say, "Well, what the law really is this. And though it hasn't been tested, it can be interpreted to do these things. And that you don't understand a law that you signed is your fault."
You out your damn mind?
I mean that if he said it nicely like that, it would have been fine.
No,
I mean, you could see he was just biting to turn and explain his own law to him.
see, this is why I could never be in a debate. Because my initial response is, "Bitch, what?"
I mean, you're gonna have to be ready in what, 2 years?
That's fine.
Yeah.
My response is still going to be, "Bitch, what?"
No,
Are you outside your fucking
Because the
mind?
Republican nominee is going to be Vance.
Fair.
It
Yeah.
just is.
He
is-
couple
he
more
is-
years.
Even if they don't win, the name that he has created for himself, carrying Trump's water,
Yeah, no
is
one's gonna
substantial.
No one's going to go against him.
I mean, and he's not, I mean, he's remarkably intelligent. Waltz did a pretty good job, too. He was obviously nervous, not a great debater, but his command of the material was also very good.
Okay. I should probably watch it. I started to, but I didn't get a chance to actually watch it.
I imagine Waltz is much better in like a town hall than an actual debate.
Is that just him talking to people at that point?
Yeah, him talking to questions asked by the crowd.
Okay.
That's the debate format I like.
And that debate was set up to favor Waltz. Like the questions they asked, the material they focused on, how the moderators carried themselves. Like it was obviously set up to favor the Democratic Party, which I don't know why anybody didn't expect that.
It helped a little bit from the sounds of it, but apparently he's still.
Vance looked exceptional.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So I have so many problems. I legitimately wish it was the two of them running for president. It'd be a better race.
Way better.
It would be a policy-oriented race. They have better mastery of the policies themselves and the reasons they're trying to institute them. Like, these are real politicians. And I feel like Trump and Harris aren't. Like, they were both gifted these positions.
I could see that. Yeah.
Well, that's also good for the future. If we're starting to see real politicians come into the ranks.
Yeah.
So,
No, they're both very talented.
Instead of a clown show.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I said it for eight years. I don't know why anybody in the right mind would vote for Trump. I don't know why anybody in the right mind would vote for Harris. I mean, she's disingenuous. She's toxic. She runs one of the most turnover-ridden workplaces in the Capitol. None of her staff likes her. The only staff that likes her are the people that don't actually work in her office. She doesn't understand policy. She doesn't understand the economy. Like, she's not intelligent. She can memorize things, but she has no capacity for understanding cause and effect on a national level. And I don't believe that she has policies that are her own. She's going to go where she's a French leader. You know, I must find out where that group is going so I can lead them. Yes.
what do you mean, a French leader? Huh? Why do they have to be French?
I just don't know why anybody would vote for her.
That's why.
I mean, not if they're really considering the welfare of this country. If they're just considering their own selfish needs, totally get it. Same with Trump, though. I mean, it's the same. Like, they're the same.
Well, at this point, a lot of people are going thinking it's better to go with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Yeah, well, and I think Harris has lost her momentum. I think she's starting to hemorrhage votes. The question is, how many votes does she hemorrhage before Election Day? She's not gaining anything now. She's starting to lose pace in swing states. And, I mean, the more that Israel peaks up, the more she's going to lose from her own block.
All right. Look, here's the solution. All right. We vote for none of the above.
I've tried that.
And then,
Pencil in somebody else.
no. Then, instead of actually electing a president, we just make it American Idol style, where things that want to get passed and or vetoed, you have to text in your vote every week. And then we just,
Listen,
as Americans, we rule our own country.
I'd be perfectly happy if this country just broke up with the presidency for 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
we need a break.
Yeah.
We're just,
We're going single for a little while.
yeah.
We're gonna get out, we're gonna get out of the scene. We're gonna work on ourselves.
Our country needs some me time.
Yeah. But if you need someone in a position of power, then we'll just like put it up on a little TV one like Tuesday night and say, okay, here's the thing, text in your response to this number, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, yes or no, but don't care, and then just vote. Boom, done. There we go. If it worked for American Idol, it works for politics.
And more people would probably vote that
Yeah,
way.
honestly, I think it'd be more entertaining.
I mean, it would definitely be more entertaining. Yeah, I don't know. I feel so lost in this one. I mean, that's been true for a little while. But
As an ITSEC guy, that texting is a bad idea, is what James said.
oh yeah, that's fair.
Well, I can't do the mail-in votes because it takes too long.
They should get them within a month.
Oh my God, I was talking to my dad, and I was like, why don't we just listen? I understand that there's no way that this happens, but why aren't mail-in votes due 4 days before Election Day?
It should be.
Because then we could have them counted by Election Day for the most part. Why not?
You mean if they go out early, they should be due early?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Don't try to use logic on people. That's dumb.
Like, you've had that vote for 6 weeks. Why are you mailing it in on Election Day? And if you're driving to a mailbox on Election Day to mail it, why didn't you just go to a poll?
James says biometric would be dope.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I'm trying to get Vail to institute the key fob so I don't have to deal with their recycling password dual factor authentication garbage.
Ooh.
They're like, it's secure. I'm like, it's not. But cool.
Controlled by each state, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. Every state could have a little meeting and be like, here's what we're going to do for the sanity of the people that actually care about these elections, for the mental welfare of our country.
Yeah, which is declining quickly.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the point of the mail-in vote? Is that you're not going to go to the poll anyway, so you should be sending it in early?
Yeah, listen, if you're overseas in the Army, it gets there when it gets there.
Or you don't get it at all.
Yeah, I imagine that happens a lot.
Well,
That happened to me, and
Somebody voted for you.
Yeah.
Somebody did.
You voted that year. You
Oh,
just
and
didn't get
ballot
the
harvesting should absolutely be illegal.
ballot harvesting.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like proxy voting. They send out volunteers, both parties. So the Democratic Party's better at it. They send out volunteers to neighborhoods that traditionally don't vote, and they take their mail-in ballots and have them sign it, and then sign the assisted line, and then guide them through the voting process, and then take them in bunches.
Wow, like Democratic witnesses. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excuse me. Do you
Both
have
parties,
time?
both parties do it, but the Republican Party, Republicans generally are suspect of this process.
Do you have time
Do
to
you have time
discuss
to
our
speak of our Lord and Savior?
Oh my
Donald
God!
Trump.
So when I was in junior college, there was a guy, Matt. I won't say his last name.
Just know it's Matt.
Matt was an alcoholic by the time he was like 16. He was making his own beer by the time he was 16.
Oh,
So we're in junior college, and the Jehovah's Witnesses are sitting at a table. Poor Jehovah's Witnesses.
wait, was it? Oh yeah, it was. It was the Jehovah's Witnesses, not the Mormons, right?
Yeah, it was the Jehovah's
Yeah.
Witnesses.
Okay.
Mine's the Mormons.
And
That's right.
they were right outside the bookstore, and the bookstore was also where you could get like snacks. I mean, it's small junior college, right? So it's just a little quad. And Matt was like, "All right, I got to get snacks." And we're like, "You gonna walk by that table?" Now, Matt is not an agnostic. Matt is an atheist, or was, in every sense of the word. And he walks by the table, and they holler something at him, and he's like, "I'm okay." And he goes in, and he grabs his snacks, and he walks back out, and they're like, "We really want to talk to you." And he's like, And he stops. We see him stop. We're like, this
This ain't going
isn't going to go well.
Oh shit.
So he's like, "All right, let me get this straight." He's like, "Heaven is another planet, and there's 144,000 people." And they're like, "Well, sort of. Yeah, that's kind of the gist." And he's like, "Okay, gotcha." Like, so with 144,000 people, I buy into religion. Let's say I make it to heaven. Not likely. But for the sake of argument. They're like, yeah. He goes, "Are any of my friends going to be there?" And they're like, "No, probably not." They're like, "Well, I mean, have any of your friends Jehovah's Witnesses?" And he's like, "Absolutely not." They're like, "No, probably not then." He's like, "Okay, so no friends." He's like, "Can I have sex in heaven?" They're like, No. This is a world beyond. Like, this is ethereal. It's beyond the wants and desires of the physical realm. He's like, "Okay, no sex. No friends, no sex." He's like, "So I'm basically an alcoholic by choice. Can I drink in your heaven?" And they're like, No. There's no booze. They're like, "In fact, there's like no sugar, no booze, none of that. Like,
Yeah, they
we've
lost
moved beyond all of this." He's like, "All right, so no booze, no friends, no sex." And they're like, "Yeah, but," he's like, No. "I'm just curious why anybody would want to go."
You're supposed to be selling me on this point. Not really working out.
He's like, "I don't even get my 40 virgins." They're like, "That's a different thing." He's like, "Too bad. That's a good selling point."
I'm guessing that didn't end well for them. From
No,
the
they
sounds
looked
of it.
pretty defeated when he left.
Yeah, I bet.
I think they were questioning themselves. He's right.
They were like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck are we doing here?
They're like, "It's a scam."
Son of a bitch."
I actually dated a girl once who was an ex-Jehovah's Witness. That was interesting.
She did everything.
Her father was still practicing. He did not like me.
No.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. It's like it's one of those situations where you're not even mad. You're like, "No, that tracks."
Yeah.
Seems legit.
You can't get mad, you can't get mad when we agree to at this point because we know you.
Seems legit.
Yeah. Oh my God. James, did I tell you I had knee surgery?
You can tell by the band-aids on his left knee.
Totally. That's the tell. And they shaved my leg.
Yeah, he's got swimmer's knee.
Actually, to tell you the truth, he shaved his own leg. He wanted to be prepped. He said, "Smooth as a baby's bottom."
No, they did it with clippers.
Oh,
She was like, "All right, I have to shave your leg now." I'm like, "I know."
and that's smooth as an android's bottom.
He says, "What the hell?" You're not wrong. Smooth as a cyborg's bottom because
No,
androids are different.
No, it's android's bottom.
I thought it was
It's
cyborgs.
from Star Trek.
Ah,
It's when Riker shaves his beard in Insurrection. And
Yeah, so
he
I
goes
fi-
to Data, and he's like, "What do you think, Data?"
I remember that episode. And he like does it, and he just looks at it, and then like the android rolls his eyes.
Yeah, he just goes and he feels it. He's like,
So I finally got that cartilage cleaned out of my knee that I've been talking about getting cleaned out for like 6 years now.
much like your Mercedes, he had some bearings replaced.
It went extremely well. I've been up and about far more than I probably should have been, and far earlier than I probably should have been.
yeah, the doc was not happy about that.
I mean, in all fairness, he was in
Let's-
here showing off that he could stand on it, and I really intrusively thought about kicking him in the knee.
What are the chances you get away in that scenario?
I told you
Pretty
that was my
good.
best chance.
Literally
Was-
the best chance you're ever
was
going to have.
Right then and there, when you were standing on the one bum knee, like, I can stand on it, it's fine. I was like,
You know what it's
Here it
also the
is.
best chance for?
what?
You're in LeBron's hopes for retaining the championship.
It's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
But, you know, we're gonna win that championship fair and square, so it's fine.
James says, very nice.
Oh my God. I'm so happy with how it went. Like, if I get unconditional release in 6 weeks before the mountain even opens, I'll be so happy.
Oh yeah.
Could it happen sooner? Or?
No, 6 weeks is the earliest they'll give it to me.
Oh, that's sad. When are you going to start actually pushing weight, though?
Yeah, how long are you gonna wait?
I
to
don't know. It
start
depends.
pushing
So
it?
I have my physical therapy assessment on Friday, and I'll see what they say.
Remember, one plate on each side.
I will stick to that for now.
One plate. Didn't specify the weight of the one plate.
I know they don't have hundreds; they only have 45s.
He thought about it though.
I miss being at a gym with 100-pound plates. Those are a blast.
What? No, don't tell me that. Damn.
Him too. Knee problems.
Now I got to tell LeBron to get his shit fixed.
Oh no, what's wrong with LeBron?
Oh, he says he's having knee problems.
Wait, James, serious question for you. If LeBron was going to get something, would he prefer black or chrome? Christian, shut your mouth.
Gold.
It's a cigar accessory.
Wow.
Gold.
Wow. Well, it's just hurtful to Christian that you thought he was just going to go somewhere negative. That's hurtful.
Right?
Like, wow.
I
Oh,
just
shit.
would. I just want to know what he thinks his preference would be. I have many, many questions.
Gold. Do they have?
They
a
don't
gold
make
one?
gold.
No, if they made gold, it'd be sweet. I like gold.
Isn't that the same guy that eats his own skin?
I did. I knew it was coming. I had to cut you off at the
Oh.
pass.
He says black because he's debonair.
Okay.
Debonair is just a fancy word for bougie.
Good to know, sir.
Is that your new word you're gonna use? You're no longer bougie. You're debonair.
He's not debonair.
No, I'm not debonair.
He's bougie.
Lane's
I'm,
debonair.
I'm bougie. I'm from the streets. Okay. Debonair is prim and proper people. I don't do that shit.
Wear a suit. It won't be obnoxious.
What's that?
James says, wear a suit. It won't be obnoxious.
Oh my God.
Have you played golf in a suit?
No.
Do people?
I would tear the back out of a suit
Well, yeah, I know
playing
that.
golf.
You
I can barely find a suit that fits me now.
Yeah, well, that's because we have to get you one of those kung fu suits.
I know.
Yes.
The ones you can do like backflips in and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. If you have one of those, be fine.
one of them John Wick suits.
Yes. Exactly. Bulletproof and everything.
That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
They do make those.
I know. I've seen them.
They make that whole line for, I think it's in Brazil or whatever. It's a Brazilian company. They do cars and clothes.
Okay.
They make a whole like sports jackets and sweaters and t-shirts.
Dude, I'm going to be honest. Without the structure of a plate, I don't care if the suit stops it. If you get shot,
It's still gonna hurt.
that's going to hurt
bitch.
a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna bruise.
This is the
heavily.
thing about the John Wick suit. Like they take shots and you're like, nope.
And he just keeps
Hey, well,
moving.
that's why the tailor says, you know, it'll stop it, but Very painful.
But remember, you're the T9, so I mean, you'll be okay.
I mean, I'd be fine, but other people so much. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have some welts, and probably a couple of Charlie. Like if you took one in the leg, you'd be Charlie horse for sure.
Possibly some broken ribs, depending on if you got hit there.
yeah.
You know, depending on the caliber too.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool idea, but
This is why they did that whole the Hollywood bank robbery years ago, before you were born.
yes,
Yeah.
we're the same age.
And they were in, yeah, I know. They were in full gear and they robbed a bank and they're out in the street getting shot. The cops are shooting at them. Nothing's happening. And they went and got ARs from the,
The pawn shop.
yeah. Nothing's happening. They never released it, I don't think, but they did a full tactical analysis. And the summary of the tactical analysis was 12 gauge slugs.
That'll take down people.
Yeah, like you're not bleeding, nothing's penetrating. You're just on the ground moaning. Just, I'm
Just a couple
good.
of internal wounds.
You're like Loki in the Avengers.
Casey, wasn't that Grand Theft Auto? They redid that scene in one of them.
Which one?
The newer Grand Theft Auto 5, that bank robbery where they're all in a get up.
I mean,
Up armored and all
you
that,
can
yeah.
you can watch the pretty accurate recreation in the opening of SWAT, because that's the same incident,
Okay.
except for when it took place. They didn't really have SWAT teams like
That's probably
trained
why.
that way.
That's probably why
Well,
they got
Vegas
trained
did.
that way.
Yeah, Vegas did, but LA did not for some reason.
Vegas was way ahead of that curve.
Vegas is like, we got casinos. We got a
Dude,
lot
Clark
of money.
County is like the best trained tactical police force in the country.
I believe it, but I'll never go there. I'll never work for them. I hate Vegas. Too hot.
I like Vegas for 3 days.
Not even that. I hate going there. As soon
Yeah,
as
but
I
you
get
live there. I've never lived there.
As soon as I get there, I get extremely angry because of the traffic and the way people cut people off.
Yeah, but that's every city.
Look, when
I saw
Don't
that.
ever drive in Southern California.
I have driven in Southern California. I don't like it.
I will move to Vegas when they open the Montecito.
That happened in Carson today. One guy was in the far left lane and just cut across everybody on that first part when you get into over Topsy. Just straight cut. Good luck, everybody else.
I believe
Dude,
it.
why is it everyone like in Nevada that drives like that has a California license plate? I'm like, stop. You're just making the stereotype worse.
Well, now when they have Nevada license plates, you're like,
not a
he came from
stereotype if
California. I know where this happened.
No, it's still stereotype.
No.
Yeah.
It's facts.
See, Lane was born in California, but he was raised in Nevada, so he knows how to drive.
No, it's not even true. I was raised in California.
Yeah, he was raised in California.
For a short time.
So
But you didn't learn how to drive in California. You learned up here.
he's only lived in
Yeah, but
Nevada recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
I lived on the California side.
You poor bastard.
He graduated from a California high school. He went to 2 California universities.
3.
Wait,
Three.
you did too, though.
Yeah. I know.
The only
But I don't have
pure-
California plates anymore.
I legitimately, every time I go to Southern California, I come back here and I spend like 3 weeks getting flipped off. Like, oh, wait, I have to drive differently than I did. Like, it comes back so fast when I go down there.
Oh yeah.
I hate California driving.
You have to drive like that down there, though. If you don't,
You'll
you
die.
just- yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the secret is to be aggressive. But the nice thing about Southern California versus Northern California, because in Northern California, you also get people going 40 and a 65, which is beyond me. In California, you know exactly what everyone's going to do. What's the most aggressive move they can make? That's the move they're going to make.
They're gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, to this day, I'm so bad with my blinkers. Like, I drag my blinker as I'm
making the turn.
grabbing the wheel to change lanes.
I do that too.
Like, just enough to not get a ticket.
Keep them guessing.
But I mean, if there's no cars around me, I don't even use the blinker.
And I don't, to this day, I don't look over. Like, I don't even move my head.
You don't check the
Side of
mirrors
your
or
eye.
anything.
Side of your eye.
Yeah.
No, you check the mirrors, but you learn to do it without moving your head. You're like, they don't know I'm coming.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'll take them out in one quick move.
No unnecessary movements when driving the car.
Sergeant hates that too.
That's it. The worst drivers I've ever seen were in Sacramento.
Oh yeah.
I saw a dude take a 90-degree turn off the freeway to catch his on-ramp, driving a truck, towing a trailer. It's like, you almost just killed like 12 people.
Yeah, but it was almost.
Yeah, but did you die?
The on-ramp from grad school, one of the worst on-ramps in Sacramento on the 99.
Oh, to take the 99?
Yeah, it's off of 12.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a disaster.
fuck that one. That's where the spaghetti part is, right?
No, it's just short of it.
Okay, it's right.
It's
before.
like-
yeah.
3/4 of a mile short of that.
Fuck
south.
that. Yeah. No, I know. I drove that recently. I had to take Allie to fucking Patterson.
What's in Patterson?
Was the rest of her stuff that was there?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is that where the storage unit was?
That was where part of it was.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about the middle of BFE nowhere.
Hey, wait, James. I
Don't
hear
you live
rumors
out
that
there?
that there might be new cigar samples coming up next week. Because that'd be cool.
It's like a weird glitch in the Matrix. Everybody is doing that shit. I was thinking they must be DoorDash drivers with the last minute stuff.
No,
Dude, Sacramento's a disaster.
everyone just drives like they're fucking about to shit their pants.
Sacramento's legitimately bad.
gotta go right now.
Yeah, so like as soon as I get into Vegas, I hate it.
I don't have that problem.
I mean, once you get to Vegas, you're not really going anywhere.
I will say I do like taking taxis in Vegas because I have the same question I always have. I'm like, what's your craziest story? And I've gotten some pretty good stories out of those guys.
Yeah, but the monorail's way funner.
I've never been on the monorail.
Dude, the monorail's where it's at.
Yes, James, samples.
It only goes in one direction. I don't want to go. Two directions.
Dude,
Back and
every
forth.
time someone says monorail, I hear the song from The Simpsons. Every single time.
We are at 140.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
We want to sign off and, do some reviews and stuff.
I figured you were waiting for him to message back. He can also text, He has your guys' numbers.
Yes, we could.
Yeah,
just
he can text me.
text us.
I just want to try their cigars.
Who is this?
This is Ron.
Ron?
Ron's.
Yeah.
Ron's got
Yeah.
it. Oh,
He's finishing his Precious Blends or whatever I think it's called,
nice.
or Precious Blends.
Yeah, we told him we'd be one of his first accounts. I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. But they were doing a rolling event, so I imagine we're getting close.
I mean,
When's that? Or did it already pass by?
They already did. But
Oh.
It looked like fun.
and maybe tequila samples.
I mean, if Gerald comes, I hope he brings tequila.
We need to get Gerald into the distillery business.
So we start doing whiskeys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some bourbons.
Listen, there's about to be a bunch that are on the market real cheap.
What's the quick turnovers? Like, is it ones that'll be good on a quick turnover until you actually age it out?
6 years.
6 years?
That's the youngest I would ever sell a whiskey.
Okay. What, that includes like scotches and all that too?
Well, single malts. Single malts you can get away with a little bit less time in this country. They age faster. Scotches, dude, I won't drink a scotch that's less than 14 years. But that's because the temperature shift in Scotland is really small, and they're generally using used barrels, so they don't pick up near the flavors that bourbons do.
So it needs that time.
He's
Yeah.
saying, I'm guessing it's next week or so they have in hand.
Genius.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. As always, thanks for watching. I can't believe you guys keep showing up because this is just ridiculous.
What? We're wonderful.
Let a naysayer know.
All right, for anyone that stumbles on this randomly, when you're in Tahoe, come see us. And thanks for watching. Do YouTube things, and we'll see you next time.
YouTube.